So, I am going to issue an open challenge to anybody not on the FGW roster.
Not you, Jack.
Because not a single one of you deserve to be in the ring with me.
Jack thinks he's on the WWE roster, apparently.
So, with that being said, do I have any takers? Or do I have the night off? What are you doing?
Baby hands!
What are you doing?
I'm pretty sure I heard somebody issue an open challenge.
Kid Bullet's not on the roster. So what, you gonna be Kid Bullet now, or what?
You know, the gospel of the light gives me a lot of strength. But your stupidity is driving me insane. I am a forgiving man, I'm a good man, but I have no forgiveness for those who cannot listen.
That's right, Barry, you tell him.
You see, you are a child trying to play a man's game, and you need to listen to me when I say not a single member of this roster deserves to be in the ring with me. And the last I checked, that includes you. So, if you're the only one accepting this challenge, I believe this is an easy night for us. Let's go spread the good word elsewhere.
If you guys think you're walking out of this ring that easily, you're mistaken, Matt Taylor, because you say I'm driving you insane. Well, maybe that's exactly what I've come out here to do.
Insane in your membrane.
Because you see, being FGW champion for these excellent people is just an added bonus. Really what I came out here to do is kick your teeth down your throat.
That's what he needs. Jax, you ain't gonna do squat.
That's not gonna happen.
Worst bad guy ever.
Now, is there no one else? There's no one else.
Kid Bullet's not on the roster. Yep. That's the one check. Kid
Matthew Taylor, long time no see, buddy.
What?
Listen, I agree to disagree with you when you say there is no one on this roster worthy to take you on for that FGW championship. Because last I checked, Harley Fairfax is part of this roster, and she's more than deserving. Yeah, the badass beside me.
You know what? You know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's get a referee out here. Let's do this right here, right now.
Hey, that's back your crickets. Hey, Morpheus, how you doing? Hey, Pony! Party!
Consequences.
You need constipation?
1 week ago, after Friday Night Fury, Harley Fairfax physically threatened the FGW general manager, yours truly, the leader, David Barnabas Spector in the catacombs here of the FGW Arena. Ripper Blackheart, I've already told you that no member of the Blackheart Foundation will ever get a championship match as long as I'm in power, which will be for a long, long time. But I warned you not to do something that you would regret. And you did it anyway. You threatened me. So now, you shall be an example for the entire FGW locker room. Miss Fairfax, you are suspended indefinitely.
Are you kidding me?
Effective immediately. Security, get her bags from the back. I want this trash out of my ring right now. Security, get her stuff and get out. You don't want to listen to me? You want to disrespect authority? Take her stuff. Escort her out of the building. You lay one hand on me, Fairfax, and your suspension will be escalated to immediate firing. And you as well, Ripper. Get her under control and get her out of my ring now. Get out of my sight.
Harley, go. Hey,
Barney,
hey,
baby bump.
go. I'll make a phone call.
Get her out of my building. Mr. Taylor, I am so sorry to interrupt these proceedings. Of course, I have the utmost respect for the current reigning and defending FGW heavyweight champion, the figure pin of the congregation, Matthew Taylor. It's always a pleasure, sir.
Well, with that being said,
Flash, this better be really, really good.
Better listen to you,
David. I talked about this for months. My championship match with Cody Hawk, I am chained to that guardrail. I keep trying to tell you. He was beaten. He was defeated. He was done. And what happened? These people lifted the guardrail, pressed the guardrail into the ring, thus allowing Cody Hawk to break the count. And by the way, the match was a pure wrestling match, Cody's match. And had there been a count out, the championship would have changed hands. What I'm trying to say is I should be the FGW champion right now, and I'm not. You people all know that. Instead, I'm your champion. Because of you, I am your champion. You did this. And Matthew Taylor, I stand here tonight to remind you of these things. Matthew Taylor is a big question mark on who's the man in FGW these days. And if I were you, I would want to know the answer to that question. And Matthew, from where I stand,
Dude, Jax could beat you and he ain't nothing.
mine's bigger.
if you know what I mean. Give me that man.
My patients are wearing thin.
Matthew, again, I apologize.
You're probably backing down.
Listen, JC Flash, have been. I have to admit, there's part of me that likes your style, kid. Really. What you did to William Wolf, piece de resistance, I must say. Capturing the People's Championship, just absolute brilliance. But I mean, a match of this magnitude between a megastar like yourself, the People's Champion, J.C. Flash, and the FGW Heavyweight Champion, Matthew Taylor. I mean that type of a match, that would be a main event. That's a marquee match. I mean, Madison Square Garden would be lucky to have that match. I mean, I need time to prepare. I need time to properly promote a match of that magnitude. So in regards to a title match here tonight, I mean, in clear conscience, Flash, I just can't allow that to happen tonight, okay? But perhaps another time. Perhaps another time. Sorry, Matthew. I'm sorry.
It seems that nobody here knows how to.
I have no idea why you are here, but please entertain us, Mr. Schwartz. Why are you interrupting my segment?
What are you doing here?
First of all, Schwartzy here. Hello.
Second, your segment was as dry as sincere without no milk skis. I think I heard some of the crowd chanting boring skis. Well, we can't have that. Yeah, they were chanting.
Hey, love your new glasses.
So you sent me a message this week and you said, it is in your very best interest to maybe stay away from Mr. Brandon Fields. Even though he had the audacity to snap my wife's shoulder out of her socket. Okay, so I'm gonna stay away from Mr. Fields. But let me tell you something, You want someone accomplished? You want someone traveled? You want someone that's held titles all over the country? You want a slice? Baby, I'll give you the whole dang apple. Apple core, want some more?
You want a shot at my FGW championship.
Sharpshooter.
My friend, I will show you the lights. I will show you the way. And tonight, you're on.
He's gonna show you the light.
Well, if that's what you're gonna show me, wait till you see what I show you later, homie.
Not so fast, Mr. Schwartz.
Yeah, that's the best. Ski.
Before you meander off into the sunset,
Shut up, Red Pill. Shut up. Oh, you broke character.
oh, the witty repartee of the unintelligent FGW insectoid trash fans. Shut up while the leader speaks. Now, Mr. Schwartz, with all your accomplishments, Mr. Taylor has taken pity on you this evening to grant you an FGW championship match, which I will now make official for tonight. But that's not the only match that I'd like to discuss with you, Mr. Schwartz, because it seems that you have an issue with the professional Brandon Fields. And as much as I've tried to professionally warn you to stay far, clear, and away from him, it seems that your paths will inevitably cross, and they will cross on Friday, July 9th.
Yeah!
At FGW's next mega event, Into the Light, where Joseph Schwartz will go one-on-one with Brandon Fields in a submission match. Submission match.
So, at the next mega event, there will be a huge title match where I'll be defending the FGW title in a submission match against Brandon Fieldskis. But, I ain't no damper soul, homie. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna hook you up. Matt Taylor, tonight, break a leg.
That will never, ever happen. But, Damon Strider, I still see you out here. I know that you are chomping at the bit, seeking revenge against Mr. Taylor. I'll tell you what, tonight, you will go one-on-one with a member of the congregation, Jax. And if by some stroke of a magnificent luck you are able to defeat Jax right here next week, regardless if Mr. Taylor is still the FGW champion or not, Damon Strider, you finally get your opportunity to face Taylor in this ring one-on-one. And oh, Flash, I didn't forget about you, little buddy. I have something in store for you later this evening. A business proposal, if you will, something that I'd rather not discuss here in the ring at this point in time. So if you would please go back to my office, I will be back there momentarily to discuss this matter. Jax and Damon Strider, please stay out here because we are about to start this match in just a moment. But everyone else, I trust that you can find your way out of the ring without me having to have his security escort you to the back.
Well, they look, take you in the back.
Ladies and gentlemen, insectoids of all ages, the leader has spoken. Let my show, Shockwave, officially begin.
I never thought you were stupid, but I'm starting to think you are. If you thought for 1 second I was going to forget about anything that's happened the last several weeks.
Do not forget that I am the FGW General Manager. You lay one finger on me and you will be gone just as quickly as I got rid of Miss Fairfax.
How long are you going to hide behind that? How long are you going to hide behind that before I get my hands on you and rip your head off that stupid body?
You're going to come out here and issue threats. Run your mouth, puff your chest out like you're some big tough guy. Well, you know what? I know a really big tough guy in the back that would love to get a piece of you, Bubba. And you know who that is? Big Jake Shepard. Guess who's gonna partake in tonight's Body Slam Challenge? It's you, Sunshine. I suggest you get to warming up.
That's fine. When I finally do kick your ass, I'll be a lot richer from body slamming Jake Shepard here tonight.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bryce T. I'm joined here by my commentary partner, Nicole Delisle, and we are here in Hamilton, Ohio, presenting you FGW Shockwave. Nicole, like we saw in the segment before, next week is going to be huge.
Huge, yeah.
We might have Matt Taylor versus Damon Strider on our hands. We know coming July 9th is going to be Into the Light. We're going to have Brandon Fields taking on Joseph Schwartz in a submission match. And all other kinds of things are going on. Nicole, I can't contain my excitement.
I know. I'm telling you what, every week it gets crazier and crazier here at FGW. And you're going to see it on Shockwave. And if you cannot come out to FGW, make sure you get on our patrons page too so you don't miss all that.
Yes, go to patreon.com/FGW to catch not only our previous pay-per-views, but all the matches you might have missed on Shockwave. But folks, I'm going to take it out to Rick Toms, and let's get this show on the road.
It is time for the Body Slam Challenge. Introducing at this time His Flyness, the 2020 FGW Manager of the Year, the Ultimate Wingman, Russell Act a Fool Bland.
Check this.
What are you doing here?
I'm confused a little bit because I could have sworn I was at the FGW arena, but it looks like I walked in the Hamilton County candy store because all I see is a bunch of suckers. So, it don't matter. Either way, like I said, do something about it. Do something about it then. Check this. I am the Ultimate Wingman. You came here to see me, so that's what it is. And he is the one true legend. His name alone has been known to break up happy homes. He's Mr. Steal Your Girlfriend. He is the quintessential male. Now everybody shut up while I do my thing. Big Jake Shepherd! We are the marquee players! And I still got my dough.
Nicole, we heard it here earlier as proposed by the leader, David Barnabas Spector, who's currently in the ring. This Body Slam Challenge tonight, Jake Shepherd will be taking on Hooks, the heavy metal Viking.
Hey, you never know, Bryce. You get Hooks, that Viking in that ring, he just might be the one to take that money.
He just might, and if he does, not
Ladies
only...
and gentlemen, his opponent for the Body Slam Challenge from Moorland, Indiana, the Heavy Metal Viking, Hooks!
Like Hook said, not only will he will be richer when he does, but he will be one of the wealthiest men in FGW as he finally seeks for the day that he can take the leader head to head. But that day is not today, as right now, we got some money on the line, folks. Hooks, Big Jake Shepherd, who is walking away today as the winner of the Body Slam Challenge. other things we also heard earlier, Nicole. We heard that Jax and Damon Strider had a match that you can watch on our Patreon page. As we said earlier, they had a match, and if Damon Strider beat Jax, he would get a match next week against Matt Taylor, whether he still be FGW champion or not. And it just so happens, Nicole, that he did. He managed to defeat the Juggernaut with the crucifix, and that means we're going to see Matt Taylor, Damon Strider next week. But now let's turn our focus back to this match as Hook's getting whipped, and not for long as he kicks Big Jake Shepard.
Hey, this is the first time that I've actually seen Jake Shepard possibly getting knocked down this time.
Hook's immediately going for the body slam, but Big Jake is not letting that happen. Back at Unleashed, we saw Big Jake Shepard finally take on Bo Harmon after weeks and weeks, heck, months of begging to take on the challenge, and he took him to town. He walked away the victor. And so I just gotta say, if he managed to take out someone like Bo, he's managed to take out people like Big Black, Drew Skills, everyone that's ever walked into the Body Slam Challenge.
Yes.
Heck, even in the Battle Royal, he body slammed 10 people.
Yes, he did.
Frankly, it's almost asinine as to how many people Big Jake Shepard has taken on and won against.
But, Bryce, look who's in the ring right now. We got the Metal Viking Hooks. He is in there, and man, I would be scared to be in the ring with that man.
I would be too, but Big Jake Shepard's not letting it show as he managed to twist that arm around the rope. And now he meets Hooks with that elbow. Big Jake Shepard sending me a threat. I don't feel safe, Nicole.
Oh, it's okay, you got me. Yeah. I got you.
I appreciate it, Nicole. As you see, Big Jake Shepard took the boot to the chest of Hooks, showing off a bit of flexibility that you don't see much from Big Jake Shepard. And I gotta say, Nicole, as much as Big Jake Shepard is dominant, like you said, this is Hooks that he is going against. Hooks, in his own right, is a master of his craft. He has faced larger opponents than himself before, which is a very rare occurrence, might I add.
Oh, yes.
But he always has managed to find a way. But can he find a way tonight against Big Jake Shepard?
It's very promising so far. Not very promising for Jake.
Came off that rope, that jumping back elbow. There he is once again, meeting Big Jake with a clothesline, actually managing to get Big Jake Shepard off his feet.
Oh, he is on the ground, and he has shocked himself.
Nicole,
the look on his face.
When was the last time that we ever saw Big Jake Shepard actually leave his feet, let alone get, well, dazed, really?
Oh, great. So we have another, yeah.
Interloper.
Yes,
as Big Jake Shepard is talking with the referee. Hooks getting hit with the People's Championship by JC Flash, but he does not seem affected by it in the slightest.
You messed with the wrong man, JC.
JC picked up now. Hooks does not seem pleased, but here comes David, hitting Hooks in the back with his cane. With referee Steve's back turned thanks to Jake and Russell's advances.
Oh,
Jake came in with a body slam. There you have it, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Body Slam Challenge, Big Jake Shepard.
Once again. Big Jake Shepard's not done with this. He came in with a splash.
Oh, wow, and what a splash.
Once again, Nicole, Big Jake Shepard proving why he continues to win the Body Slam Challenge. Nicole, is he unstoppable at this point?
Hey, you know, I usually say yes, but at this point, I can absolutely say, yeah. Nobody has beat him yet. Who's gonna beat him?
I have no clue. Because the field's running thin, Nicole.
It really is.
Oh, but here comes JC once again. What does he want?
Attention.
That's correct. But it looks like he wants hooks. Ah, the smarminess of JC. Nicole, every time I see this weasel,
Yeah, that's
I
probably good.
somehow
That's good. Yeah.
get more aggravated than I did before. What is
Yeah.
this?
We gotta calm you down, Bryce. Every time he comes out, you get all worked up.
Who wouldn't? There he goes, walking away. Folks, we will be right back with more wrestling for you. See you in a second. Nicole, we are back here on Shockwave, and you know what time it is, and so do I, oh so regretfully.
Yeah, Bryce. You know how I love this. I'm gonna get you going with me one day.
Nicole, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I swear,
Come on, Bryce. You know you
No.
want to.
no, I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate the offer, because folks, there he is.
There you go.
He is Schwartzy.
Yeah.
Nicole, every time you yep, there it is. There it is.
Come on, Bryce.
Nicole, I feel violated. I haven't even been touched and I feel violated.
Hey, feel the vibrator.
That's terrible. Stop that. Stop that. Get yourself in check, Nicole. We're on television.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all of that aside, it's time for an FGW championship match.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Blackhawk. From the Bible Belt, he is the FGW Heavyweight Champion, the Guiding Light, Matthew Taylor.
Here comes the FGW champion, the leader of the congregation, the guiding light himself, Matt Taylor. Well, I gotta say, I am prepared for this matchup. We saw last week Matt Taylor opened up that open challenge to anyone not officially on the FGW roster, and that does still apply to Schwartzy himself. I gotta say, with Schwartzy's emphasis on submission and Matt Taylor's general finesse of the wrestling craft, I think we are about to be in store for a clinic. Also, as you see, Matt Taylor being accompanied by the heavy hitter, the Blackhawk. What may he influence this match with?
This, Bryce, is going to be very interesting.
Also, Nicole, I should mention, as stated earlier, despite the winner of this match, no matter who it may be, Matt Taylor will take on Damon Strider next week. thanks to Damon Strider having defeated the Juggernaut Jax. You can see that match on our Patreon page, patreon.com/FGW. You can catch all our previous pay-per-views and all the matches that you don't see here on Shockwave. Another match that you can see on that was Jordan Dye and Brandon Fields taking on Shauna Reed and the Prophet of Pain, Amos, which Shauna and Amos managed to become victorious in. But now with that aside, it's time to get this match underway. It is title opportunity. Schwartzy making a bold claim there, saying he's going to take Taylor to school.
Hey, you never know what's going to happen.
Schwartzy's tried to swoop in for the legs, but Matt Taylor dodged out of the way. He's offering that hand that we see him give out to all of his opponents, offering to join the congregation to see the light. But Schwartzy, Nicole.
Yeah.
Nicole, he's actually, oh my
He's
God.
gonna take it.
Oh,
that backfired on Mr. Matt Taylor.
He took the hand, but not in the way that Matt Taylor was hoping for. And there you see it, breaking the joints, that finger manipulation. Matt Taylor ducking out into the corner, referee having to break it up. And there you see Schwartzy going in with the Tonskis, wiggling his fingers at Matt Taylor.
I think that he ended up shocking Matt Taylor a little bit with that one.
I think so too. Nicole, I think Matt Taylor might be a bit intimidated right now.
Yeah, but you don't see that very often.
Yeah, those lunging charges of Schwartzy. Matt Taylor very quickly backed up out of the way. He is staying on the outside as referee starts the count out. I should note, champion's advantage. The title cannot change hands on disqualification or count out unless specified. And there you see it again, Schwartzy going in.
Still going at it, he's gonna break his hands.
Oh, he had the pinky kicked in, but he went into a headlock instead. Matt Taylor getting out of it, taking his foot to the back of the knee, switching around, taking the headlock on Schwartzy. Schwartzy now trying to, once again, reversal of favor. But Matt Taylor, once again, both men keeping on this headlock, neither one wanting to break free, trying to keep the hold into their power.
Yeah, Matt Taylor needs to be careful because he might not even make it to his next match.
He just might not. Because there's Schwartzy with his knee and arm pinning down Matt Taylor. Matt Taylor's elbow and forearm surely must be screaming in pain right now as that knee dropped down. Referee checking on Matt Taylor. Nicole, could we have a submission already?
Yeah, maybe. You never know. We've seen some crazy things tonight, and that wouldn't shock me.
You see, Matt Taylor, his legs are locked up.
Oh, no.
He's getting brought up.
Got Joe Lopez down on the ground checking on Matt Taylor right now.
Matt Taylor's neck is being cranked backwards. His spine is being bent in unnatural ways. Your legs are not supposed to cross like that, folks. If I were Matt Taylor, I definitely would try as fast as I can. Oh, he gets to the ropes.
Made it over to the ropes.
Schwartzy using that 5 count, getting to 3 before he let go of the hold. Matt Taylor having to readjust himself, being a bit on the back foot in this match so far.
Got Matt Taylor outside the ring right now, catching his breath, getting his composure back. He looks like a little flustered, a little shocked about what's going on right now.
Yes, he does. You don't see Matt Taylor's smile fade often, but right now it has been wiped clean by Schwartzy. Matt Taylor's having broken up the count, still using every bit of offense or tactics that he can. One leg's in the ring. And he decided after the crowd calling him out, he's all right, he's back into this. And immediately faked that lockup that knee and then chops. And now you see those palm strikes into the chest and that enziguri.
Yes, and you do got to remember, there is a reason why Matthew Taylor's the champ right now.
Not many men can claim that they have defeated Cody Hawk, but Matt Taylor is one of the very select few who can, and for good reason. As we saw at our last big show at FGW Unleashed, Matt Taylor finally got what he had been craving. He got his hands on the FGW title, and he is not letting it escape his grasp anytime soon. But Schwartzy sure is gonna make Matt Taylor run for his money right now, because he is taking him to task, taking him around the ring, whipping him out of the corner. But Matt Taylor coming back out like a ball of fire. That clothesline and that kick to the lower back.
And he's favoring that knee right now too, but he's still going strong.
And there you see him now, taking that arm, utilizing the ropes, bending it and contorting it around, and then kicking it to send further that friction, that force, sending shockwaves through Schwartzy's system. There you see Matt Taylor charging, guiding his arm, and throwing Schwartzy's forearm into the turnbuckle. Schwartzy favoring it, trying to not utilize his left, but Matt Taylor once again taking it and throwing it down.
Hey, it's kind of like back in his face, because, I mean, Schwartzy
Nicole, look at this.
Oh!
Blackhawk with referee's back turn, utilizing a chance to help his guiding light. But you see Matt Taylor now back on top here, quite literally, as he has Schwartzy down on his knees, getting clubbed by these heavy strikes. Coming out the ropes, and there you see that diving kick, boot to the head.
Wow,
cover.
That put him on his back. Is this it?
No, it's not,
Nope,
Nicole.
No.
This match still continues on. That FGW Championship is still up in the air. Schwartzy managing to roll through it. Now taking those knees to the midsection of Matt. And there you see, tripping up Schwartzy, that leg causing him to tumble forward. Dominoes as they fall, as does Schwartzy. Matt Taylor not being very happy with the perceived disrespect of Joseph Schwartz.
Right now, Matthew Taylor is showing him whose arena this is.
Yes, but Matt Taylor
Wow.
getting dropped
Yes,
where the
he
sun
did.
don't shine for his trouble. Super kick to Matt, dropping him down to the guard barrier.
Oh, he hit his head on that guardrail. He's a little shocked right now.
Oh, here comes
there it
Schwartzy.
goes.
That suicide dive through the ropes. Both men are down on the off
It
the
is
outside.
Craziness outside of this ring right now.
Referee needing to start the count. Both men are down. Schwartzy grabbing onto the apron to hoist himself up. He needs to get Matt Taylor back into the ring so he can get that
Yes,
cover.
yes.
Nicole, if he can do that, we will have a new FGW
I know.
champion.
And we are so close.
We're at 9. And both men managed to get back in.
That was so close. That was closeskies.
As Schwartzy would say. Both men now staring daggers into one another as they both get up to their feet. Schwartzy charging in, throwing Matt Taylor into the corner. Those frenzied strikes.
Oh, he is not stopping.
Matt Taylor managed to get him away just for a second, but nonetheless, Schwartzy claims himself to be inevitable, taking Matt Taylor over the top. It looks like, oh, he's going in for another suplex. There's another one.
Are we going for 3? Let's do 3.
Third time the charm, may it be. Oh, no,
No,
he
he's
said,
switching it up.
him switching up allowed Matt Taylor to get the head, those right-handed blows. Schwartzy managing to duck the clothesline and dropping Matt Taylor
This is
Cover.
madness.
No!
Oh, that is 2.
2.99 away from a new champion. Nicole, Matt Taylor barely hung on with a thread. Oh, but look at this. That quick roll-up attempt, utilizing that momentum. But there it is. Once again, another heavy-handed maneuver, dropping Matt Taylor from the heavens.
Oh, is
boy,
he
Nicole.
going to the top?
It looks like he just might. This is not something we see every day from Joseph Schwartz.
Matt Taylor is laid in the ring stunned.
From the sky, there it is, that falling headbutt. 1, 2, no! Nicole, what will it take to put away the guiding light?
I don't know anymore.
There you see Joseph Schwartz. He tried to get in a maneuver there, but there it is, a Death Valley driver from Matt Taylor.
That's
He's going
from
up
our
top.
Champ. The champ is up. Is he going to keep this belt?
Diving up, going in with a frog splash. 1, 2, no!
Matt Taylor is in utter disbelief right now. It is crazy to see this look on Matt Taylor's face.
Yes, it most certainly is, Nicole.
He's getting himself composed now.
It's not very often that Matt Taylor finds himself lost, but right now he needs to recenter himself. He needs to continue his attack if he wants to remain the champion. Schwartzy, there it is, locking in that leg.
It might be
He's trying to make Matt Taylor submit.
No, don't do. Oh, is he gonna do it?
Taylor, he's trying to
He's
crawl to the
getting that
ropes.
rope.
He needs to get there. He
needs to
wants to
get that
retain. There he is.
Yeah,
Needs to cause
there
the
we
rope
go.
break. There you see Joseph Schwartz letting it go at the last second as he could. But he still has a hold of that leg. Matt Taylor trying to hop away. And there you see that enziguri to the cranium. Matt Taylor, once again, he went for a rope maneuver, but Schwartzy saw it coming. He took out the leg. Oh boy, Nicole Schwartzy.
Oh no.
Is he?
I'm nervous.
Is he about to do it from the middle rope?
Oh, no.
Oh, but did you see that, Nicole?
Oh, he got a kick to where he sees a shiny light.
There it is, that counter.
Is that
1, 2, 3.
And that is it. Matthew Taylor still stays our FGW
Ladies and
champ.
gentlemen, the winner, and still the FGW Heavyweight Champion, the Guiding Light, Matthew Taylor.
But that's not all, because look who came out to play, Nicole. It's Brandon Fields, the man that Joseph Schwartz will face in a submission match on July 9th at Into the Light. Brandon Fields taking on Joseph Schwartz, kicking the man while he's down. Nicole, this is just straight up pandemonium. These two have a grudge to settle. And there's Randy West, the woman,
yes.
the wife of Joseph Schwartz that Brandon Fields destroyed the arm of. She's trying to go out and save her husband, but Blackhawk is keeping her away. Matt Taylor is making her watch as Brandon Fields continues to assault Joseph Schwartz. Nicole, we need to get someone out here to break this up.
Yes.
This is just torture at this point.
It was last time that he had to watch his wife in the middle of the ring like that. Now she is.
This is a sick form of irony as Brandon Fields, at this point, it's like he's trying to make Joseph Schwartz unable to show up to Into the Light. But now, as Randy West tends to her husband, we'll be back later with a medical condition of Joseph Schwartz as soon as we can. But folks, we still have our main event to come. See you in a second.
Southwest Ohio's premier wrestling federation can be found right here in Hamilton, Ohio, every Friday night. Join us for pulse-pounding, hard-hitting, old-school professional wrestling from some of today's best wrestling talent during Friday Night Fury. If your dream is to compete in the ring, Fox Pro Wrestling Academy is the place to go. Train under Hall of Fame trainer Cody Hawk and learn wrestling from one of the best of all time. Find out more by visiting us on Facebook at Future Great Wrestling.
Oh, man! Shall fall to my family.
Nicole, it is time for our main event of Shockwave. It is time for the family to make themselves seen. Justin Dream, Jack Vaughn. I just gotta say, I'm really prepared. I'm psyched up for what we're gonna see here.
Well, you have to be prepared for anything when it comes to the family coming out and being in that ring. And the family keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yes, they do. As you see, of course, as always, being led by David Barnabas Spector, who's pointing over at us. Oh, he's making his way over.
And their opponents in this non-title match.
Boy.
From Mount Doom, they are the FGW Tag Team Champions. Ryan Wild, Steve-O, they are Roach.
Folks, as Roach makes their entrance, I should say that I will be joined on commentary by the FGW General Manager, David Barnabas Spector. I should probably prepare his seat for him.
Gentlemen that wish they were members of my family. Steve-O and Ryan Wild Roach.
I can understand that sentiment, sir. Pleasure to have you on commentary with me.
Bryce T, it is a pleasure to join you here. I have to say, young man, I am quite impressed with your prowess here on the microphone and doing the commentary.
Oh, thank you, sir. I don't get many compliments like that. I can see, though, that the Black Sheep.
These FGW Insectoid fans have absolutely no class, no dignity, no respect, most importantly, absolutely no taste. They should be wildly cheering for the veteran Jack Vaughn and for the Black Sheep Justin Dream, a man who for 12 long years has worked himself, his fingers to the bone to have opportunities here at FGW.
Well, I can certainly understand that. It is no small task.
It's just a matter of time, Roach, before those belts are ours!
It's no small task to be able to be a part of FGW. Despite what some may say of Justin Dream, he certainly has earned his spot here.
He is one of the most vicious, violent individuals in FGW history. And the veteran Jack Vaughn, alongside Kaz Napier, put the big bad Chris Hall completely on the shelf.
That is true, but these two are going to be taking on...
Look at that strut. Beautiful, beautiful, Mr. Vaughn. Yes.
He certainly seems pleased with himself, sir.
Why shouldn't he be? Look at him. He's an absolute physical specimen. He is a technical wrestling wizard.
Yes, he most certainly is, as we've seen time and time again. But you mentioned ferocious and ferocity a little second ago. They're certainly good. Oh, that didn't go quite as planned.
That ring is slippery. I'm telling you, he is this close to being completely unhinged, Bryce T.
And we've seen it before. We've seen Justin Dream and Ryan Wild have their bit of history in the past. This just makes it all the worse.
A history that never saw a final conclusion. Because that ultimate, inevitable final conclusion will be my family destroying Roach, making them the shortest-lived FGW Tag Team Champions in history, and finally, yours truly, the leader, David Barnabas Spector, will have gold, championship gold, here at FGW.
They certainly have made your family certainly has made a name for themselves in the tag team rankings. But right now, they got to take on the tag team champions, and sir, no disrespect, but this is still no small task.
And how convenient that it's non-title. These two chickens, Steve and Ryan Wild, would only agree to a non-title matchup here this evening. Tonight will be little more, Bryce T, than a demonstration of how physically dominant my family truly is. And I'm not taking anything away from Roach. These two men are well-traveled ring veterans. They've earned their spot. I'm not saying that they aren't worthy FGW Tag Team Champions. What I can't stand about them is that they are not true to the core of who they really are. They are inside as rotten, vile, and vicious as myself, as my family could ever be, but they deny that. They deny that because they are slaves, moronic slaves to these insectoid fans and their ridiculous cheers, their adoration. They are victims. They are sick, Bryce T. They are sick.
What might be a bit sick right there is Jack Vaughn tumbling over. Seems like he might have stumbled over that slippery ring you mentioned. Oh, and
now there's no need for that. There's absolutely no need for that. The mocking.
It's turning the favor.
Returning the favor, Bryce T.
You know,
I could quickly change my opinion of you just like that.
Okay, understandable, sir. No worries there. Nonetheless, there you see Jack Vaughn and Ryan Wild once again ready to square up. Both men circling around, ready to see who's going to make the first strike. That lockup going in. Ryan Wild getting the headlock start.
And Ryan Wild, to his credit, and many people overlook this fact, but this man, in addition to his girth, his size, I mean, he is honestly a master of European catch-as-catch-can style of wrestling.
Yes, we've seen it time and time again. He's proven why many consider him one of the better submission wrestlers here in the company, with the terms of experience of it, that is.
It's really just his attitude, Bryce T. It's his attitude. It's his poor attitude, his attitude problems that relegate him to the position that he's in. Yes, he and Steve are the FGW Tag Team Champions, but how much more could they have accomplished at this point in their careers if they were to, I don't know, perhaps listen to a superior leader?
I can't claim to know any kind of alternate timeline, sir, but nonetheless, it seems that Jack Vaughn trying to find the correct opportunity to get back in the ring, but Ryan Wild trying to cut him off short here. Seems he might be a bit tired of waiting for him to come back in. Steve will met him on the out.
Joe Kopech, get him in the ring!
Both men now back in here. Jack Vaughn, taken down by one of those huge chops of Ryan Wild.
These fans throwing these streamers in the ring, these might as well be weapons utilized by Ryan Wild and Steve to trip up my family, Mr. Vaughn and Mr. Dream. Why is Joe not doing something about this?
Well, because he needs to keep his eyes on the ball, because as we see, Jack Vaughn going
Timeout! Timeout!
Timeout, sir?
They need a timeout.
Is that in the rule books?
It is when I'm here.
Okay.
Do I need to remind you, Bryce T, that I am the FGW General Manager?
Of course not, sir. Of course not. Well, speaking of which, there's a sight for sore eyes. There's the Tickle Monster coming back.
Completely unprofessional. They know he's ticklish. That's low. That is absolutely low.
It's not low, it's them hoisting Justin Dream up high in the corner. Now sending him over that snap there, getting taken down.
Double teams.
One, only a 1 count.
Joe shouldn't even have counted that.
Justin Dream now trying to escape the grasp of the monster among men. It's like, oh, Ryan Wild caught for the catch.
Mr. Vaughn, we can't allow this to happen much longer.
Steve-O coming in with that uppercut to the Dream. Justin trying to get away into the corner, but there it is, another Mongolian
come
chop.
on.
Steve-O taking his time with the Black Sheep. Another.
Oh, that's painful for me to watch all the way up here.
I can feel it as the air reverberates around due to these hits. And then a poke to the eyes.
What was that?
If I saw correctly, it seems the Heretic is trying to dismantle the face of the Black Sheep.
And these morons cheer for that. For that vagrant cheating by their champions. Absolutely despicable.
See both members of the tag team champions whipping Justin Dream out. He's doubled over, meting in with a diving elbow from Ryan Wild.
Again.
2 count from referee Joe Copez.
One illegal double team after another. Joe Copez, a.k.a. Mr. Magoo, can't see anything. Look at that! That's exactly what I was talking about, Bryce T! That's exactly what I was talking about!
I can't say that those streamers definitely are foreign objects. Those are not to be used.
Thanks to these insectoid scum fans!
Ryan Wild having to break the hold. Steve-O back into this match. Justin Dream being propelled up. Another shot by Steve-O. Oh, he's getting on the middle ropes now.
Dream, don't you dare get down from there! Get him down!
He's trying. He's
Don't get him down!
those
You get
right
over
hands.
now! You get over
Justin
now!
Dream is currently helpless, and there you see him jumping off, meeting Jack Vaughn with an elbow.
Yes!
But Justin Dream managing to get a reverse of fortunes here, thrusting Steve-O into the ring post. Shoulder meets steel as Justin Dream got the chance he needed.
That, Bryce T, is a thing of beauty.
It certainly was effective to turn the tides of this match. The veteran finally into here once again. There you see that big kick into the upper arm of Steve-O.
A nice legal tag, a nice legal tag team maneuver.
Trying to.
A nice legal eye rake.
I don't think that one's actually.
Oh, yes.
There you see Jack Vaughn with that uppercut to the arm, stamping his foot down, thrusting it out of his shoulder, trying to disable it, and Steve-O clutching at it, trying his best to stay in.
Bryce T, do you recall the game Operation?
Yes, I do.
Where they had the little tweezers and they would pull the little bones and body parts out. You were essentially looking at the wrestling equivalent of the Doctor from Operation, because Jack Vaughn is incredibly methodical, meticulous about dissecting a body part on his chosen victim, which happens tonight to be Steve-O, one half of the shortest-lived FGW Tag Team Champions,
I can't say you're wrong there, sir, as we have seen time and time again, Jack Vaughn utilizing that submission experience of his. But here you see Steve-O managing to turn around. He's trying to get back up to his feet. Jack Vaughn still holding him down. Steve-O coming in with those elbows. Jack Vaughn decided to change of plans, meet him with a knee, tag back into the Dream.
Ooh, absolutely devastating.
Look at that leg drop onto the ropes. Dream going for a cover. 1, 2. Only a 2 count.
Barely. Bryce T, the members of my family, are they not the most elite faction in FGW history? Do you agree? Do you agree?
They are certainly in the conversation, sir. I cannot say.
There is no conversation because they are. The family is the most dominant faction in FGW history. Far more so than the 5 most wanted, far more so than Roach. Dare I say, far more so than even my own creation, Darkness Worldwide. And tonight we're showing the world just exactly why.
It's funny you mentioned that, considering Stevel being a member of that former business operation of yours.
And you know what his problem was, Bryce T? Just like many others, just like Harley Fairfax from earlier tonight, who has been suspended indefinitely due to her poor actions, she, just like Stevel, decided to stop listening to their leader. And that is where they made a drastic error in judgment.
There you see Jack Vaughn coming down from the air. Once again, targeting that arm of Stevel. Mr. Spectre, I gotta say, I would fear for the medical condition of Stevel's shoulder right. He's definitely favoring it. If I were the referee, I would check to make sure he can continue on as Jack comes out.
Brilliant! Brilliant, Mr. Vaughn!
Recover, 1, 2. Ryan Wild coming in.
But a cheating scum! That was clearly 3.
I think I might have counted differently, sir.
You counted to 5? Oh, indeed.
Nonetheless, differences aside. Oh, look at that!
No.
Stevel crashing down.
Oh, no.
I gotta say, though, as Stevel crashed down, that does admittedly remind me.
Mr. Vaughn! Mr. Vaughn, you need to make the tag! Come on! I think something might have happened to the family jewels.
Is that what they're called?
Dream's got this. No.
Nonetheless,
Come on, Dream, you got it.
Dream and Wild going at one another.
Yes.
No holds barred. Dream went in for that headbutt, but there he is again, crashing down. For Darkness Sterling reigns. Ryan Wild taking the arm, as is Stevel.
Illegal! Get one of them out of the ring, Joe!
That double elbow. Dream looks out of it, sir. That was a very stiff tag to Ryan Wild's brother, Stevel. I must say, sir, I am very sorry for any medical expenses that might need to come to Jack Vaughn and his wife, Veronica.
As soon as this match concludes, I'm going to need you to get a bag of ice and apply it to Mr. Vaughn. He is going to be in need.
Oh, wait, look at this, the Bold and Beautiful.
What is this? What is this?
That's the Bold and Beautiful, the first ever tag team champions taking on Roach.
Beautiful. Get him! Get him, Bold and Beautiful! Get him!
Wait, here comes Shauna Reed and Amos.
What are they doing here? Why can't anybody mind their own business around here?
It seems everyone wants a bit of vengeance on each other. Everyone's broken off. Dream and Wild, Shauna and Jake, Stevel and Vaughn, Amos and Shay.
What is going on?
You got the current champs, the former champs, and 2 teams currently in contention.
The family had this match. They had this match at hand. What is this?
This is pure chaos, sir. And all 4 men collide in the center.
Why are Shauna Reed and Amos out here?
I think they're here to probably get a bit of payback.
Amos, what are you doing?
I think they're here for what Zodiac and Justin Dream had done before.
Look at this. This is going to be great. Yes.
Jake and Shay, Bold and Beautiful, taking those belts to the heads of Shauna and Amos.
Beautiful.
And to Stevel.
Yeah. Oh, this is great.
Shay tried to go in for Ryan Wild.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
But they're taking on everyone with those belts. I should remind the audience that
what was that?
FGW Unleashed, Bold and Beautiful lost their titles in a bit of a controversial fashion. And sees Jack Vaughn.
Mr. Vaughn, no. Oh. Bryce, I'm telling you right now, right this instant, I have had no issue with the Bold and Beautiful. But they dare to lay their hands on my family?
You think that I couldn't stand Roach? As if I didn't hate Amos and Shauna Reed enough? Public Enemy #1 is now the Bold and Beautiful.
Bold and Beautiful standing high in the middle of the ring, holding their former possessions.